Welcome back. A Brisbane mum who was told that her symptoms in pregnancy were normal has found out that they were actually far more sinister. Laura Caulfield was suffering from persistent gastrointestinal pain, and when she could no longer eat, she went in for a colonoscopy.
Laura was diagnosed with stage 3 bowel cancer at 22 weeks pregnant. She shared her story with Sunrise correspondent Georgie Chumley. Georgie, she's got a very important message, I should say.
That's right, Shervo. Laura says to trust your gut and to advocate for yourself when it comes to your health. Bowel cancer is now the 4th most common cancer during pregnancy, and there are some key symptoms to look out for. Home at last. Mum Laura, Dad Braden, toddler Quinn and newborn Porter all under the same roof.
Beep. The horn. Can you beat it?
It's a major milestone for the Caulfields. Porter was delivered 10 weeks premature and spent 7 weeks in hospital because just over halfway through her pregnancy, Laura was diagnosed with bowel cancer.
I presented to the hospital a number of times. I presented to my obstetrician a number of times. And unfortunately, the symptoms that I was experiencing are pretty common in pregnancy.
She'd had symptoms since she was 6 weeks: nausea, constipation and pain. Repeated tests came back negative until Laura went in for a colonoscopy.
I sat down and the gastroenterologist came back and she said, "Oh, look, Laura's got cancer." And I guess when you hear those words for the first time, I just went numb.
After a week of further testing and impossibly tough conversations, Laura started chemo with Porter on board.
When we first started talking, they were talking about delivering him at 24 weeks, which the survival rate is, I think it was like 75% chance of him not surviving and 50% chance of him being born with a neurological disorder.
Scenarios of, am I going to be a father of two? A single father of two. What's Laura's life expectancy going to be like? Is she going to be able to give birth?
Porter made it to 30 weeks in utero. He was born and went straight into neonatal intensive care before finally being allowed home last month. Laura is determined to raise awareness about early onset bowel cancer, which is becoming scarily common in younger Australians.
We do know that staggeringly there has been an increase of at least 266% in young onset of bowel cancer being diagnosed, in particular in people between 15 and 25.
Why the rates are increasing is unknown, but it can be detected early if you know the symptoms of bowel cancer: bleeding, an obvious change in bowel movements, unexplained weight loss, exhaustion, or a lump or bloating in your tummy.
This is not a disease only for all people. This is not a disease of all men. This is a disease that can happen in women, in men, and it doesn't discriminate if you're pregnant or not.
In amongst the chaos of newborn and toddler life, Laura is still undergoing chemo.
Treatment's hard, so, sorry, I've got another 6 rounds to go and it's really hard. It's just really exhausting. The weeks that I don't have treatment are easy and I feel much better and I can get out and I can do things and I can parent. But the weeks where I do have chemo are really hard.
But the determined mum and her supportive husband are soaking up family time when they can.
It's so good. We're very much in a grateful bubble, especially because he's healthy and he's a good baby. Like, he just knows that I need a chiller at the moment.
I guess for myself is to be a lot more present with my family, and that's one of, if not the most important thing for me in life.
Friends of the family have set up a GoFundMe to support them. If you'd like to donate, there's a link on our website. And guys, shockingly, people born in 1990 and onwards are twice as likely to be diagnosed with colon cancer and 4 times more likely to be diagnosed with rectal cancer than their parents. So this is a massive growing issue.
Yeah, sobering story. Thanks, Georgie.
Yeah, thinking of Laura and that beautiful family. All right, thank you so much, Georgie.